Hey there, Blue Crew. Welcome to Dodgers Daily News, your sacred place within Chavez Ravine, where every memory echoes, every play becomes history, and every farewell lingers like longing. Today's episode is about one of those names that, even after leaving the blue uniform long ago, never left the hearts of the Dodger Nation. Get ready for a trip down memory lane, one of those stories that stirs the fans' soul more through emotion than statistics. Because Kenta Maeda is back in the spotlight, though not exactly in the way we dreamed. 7 years have passed since that magical 2016 season, when a certain Japanese pitcher, with his calm demeanor and flawless mechanics, stepped onto the Dodger Stadium mound for first time. It marked the beginning of a new era, and he arrived surrounded by anticipation and mystery. Coming off 8 seasons in Japanese professional baseball, where he posted a 2.39 ERA and threw over 1,500 innings, Kenta Maeda wasn't exactly your average rookie. He was a seasoned veteran from another world, stepping into the bright lights of Los Angeles. Maeda was methodical, almost mathematical in his movements. He didn't smile much or make flashy gestures, but every pitch felt calculated to induce a mistake from a batter. And it only took a few innings for him to earn respect around the blue heaven on earth. It was a quiet kind of dominance, precision over power. That 2016 rookie year in the U.S. saw Maeda make 32 starts, throw 175.2 innings, and post a solid 3.48 ERA. His 179 strikeouts made it clear he wasn't just filling a roster spot. He was a crucial cog in the machine the Dodgers still playing to rise from the shadows of mediocrity and finally dream big. While Corey Seager took home the Rookie of the Year award, Maeda finished third in the voting. But in the hearts of attentive fans, his place was already secured. It wasn't just about the numbers. It was about the calmness, the quiet confidence he exuded. The kind of player who didn't need to shout to be heard. And even though his fastball never blew anyone away, averaging 90.6 miles per hour, just in the 17th percentile across the league, his game IQ placed him among the best. He was a strategist. His ability to limit opponents' exit velocity, averaging just 85.7 miles per hour, ranked him in the 96th percentile of all pitchers. A true craftsman on the mound. Every at-bat was a chess match, and Maeda played with a calm, deliberate rhythm, always one move ahead. But time, that inevitable villain in every athlete story. In his second season with the Dodgers, Maeda started to show signs of inconsistency. His ERA rose to 4.33 over 134.1 innings. He began to shift between starter and bullpen duties. The mechanics were still efficient, but the spark seemed dimmed. The role of protagonist slowly gave way to supporting actor. But even then, he had his moment of redemption when it mattered most, in October. During the Dodgers' 2017 run to the National League pennant, Maeda delivered a brilliant postseason. Working mainly as a reliever, he displayed versatility and composure. As pressure rose, so did his performance. It was as if the October atmosphere awakened his most competitive self. Though no longer the regular season standout, he was a key piece of the engine that turned the Dodgers into a true contender. And for a fan base that had waited decades for brighter days, that was unforgettable. After leaving Los Angeles, Maeda continued his career with dignity. In Minnesota, he showed flashes of his former self, but the ghosts started to pile up. Injuries, surgeries, and above all, the ticking clock. Time was demanding its toll. The body struggled, but the competitive spirit still roared. In 2024, now 36 years old, he was still trying to keep the flame alive, the same flame that once lit up Chavez Ravine. He wore a Detroit Tigers jersey, but there he found more shadows than light. In just 8 innings of relief, he endured a painful 7.88 ERA. It was hard to watch, hard to accept. Clearly, he was no longer the same. The Tigers let him go. The Cubs gave him a brief chance, a minor league contract, a faint hope. But that too ended quickly. Like a veteran wandering the roads of Major League Baseball, Maeda found himself without direction. And many thought that's the end. Another once great name fading out in a whisper. But Kenta Maeda didn't seem ready to accept that fate. Now, to everyone's surprise, he resurfaces once more. Not in Los Angeles, not in Minneapolis, but in the Bronx. In an unexpected move, the Yankees have signed Maeda to a minor league contract. A desperate gesture to some, a sign of respect to others. The New York franchise is desperate for dependable arms. Their mound has become a battlefield, riddled with injuries and instability. In the midst of that chaos, Maeda arrives, not as a savior, but as a gamble. A shot, a final dance. It's hard to realistically imagine Maeda recapturing the form of his prime. His physical tools have declined. His fastball no longer intimidates. His once surgical command now wavers. But maybe this new chapter in his career isn't about dominance anymore. Maybe it's about resilience, about not walking away through the back door, about letting the game decide when it ends, not the other way around. When you've tasted greatness on the mound, as he did in 2016 and 2017, being quietly forgotten is more painful than any lost fastball. For us, the Dodger faithful, seeing Maeda sign with the Yankees might seem like just a footnote in this season. But it's not, because he was part of the foundation, part of the shift, one of the first to shoulder the team's new era, a worker in the rebuild. No flash, no spotlight, just results. Today, he's not the same, but he's still wearing a major league uniform, still stepping onto a mound, still carrying the weight of hope. And that alone makes him worthy of respect. His arrival in the Bronx doesn't change the Dodgers' course for 2025, but it reminds us of something far more valuable, that every player who passed through here left a piece of themselves behind, and took a piece of us with them. Kenta Maeda isn't just a memory. He's part of the franchise's recent DNA, a fragment of our not-so-distant past that helped build the glorious present we live in today. In the end, maybe that's what it really means to bleed blue, to keep rooting, even from afar, for those who once made us cheer. Even if now, they wear a different uniform. Even if their final innings are far from Dodger Stadium. Because when the connection is real, it survives time, distance, and even retirement. And with that, we wrap up another episode of Dodgers Daily News, the channel where every memory is a pitch, and every former player has their place in our story, even when the game insists on moving on without them. If you felt a lump in your throat seeing Maeda take one more shot, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell us in the comments, what was your most memorable moment of Kenta Maeda in a Dodgers uniform? Chavez Ravine may be far away now, / but memories never leave the mound empty.